I understand you were a fan of the Ultimate Warrior who people love on this channel.
Yes, definitely. So I didn't, growing up, I mean, remember, this is back in the day. We had, especially in Germany, like cable wasn't as widespread as it is now, and it wasn't as widespread as I'm sure it was here sooner. We had three channels for a lot of my childhood. So we had three and then maybe four or five channels up until I was like 15. So I didn't have a chance to watch wrestling, but I'd seen wrestling written about and talked about in like some of those teen magazines. And the articles were written as if it was all real. And I believed it. So I must be about, 8 or 9 or whatever when Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior were doing a big, face off for WrestleMania, and they wrote an article about it, and I was so fascinated with it, just with the mystery around this character. And I thought, oh my God, nobody knows who he is or where he's come from. I believed that. So for me, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then later, once we finally got cable when I was a teenager, I was like, okay, I have to watch this. So, and then I started watching it. But of course, growing up in a household where violence wasn't necessarily something that like my mom wanted us to watch. So I'm watching wrestling and I'm so fascinated by these larger than life characters. I got to meet him once at a signing of some kind, but I didn't have a long conversation with him. It was more kind of like a shaking his hand, thanking him, telling him I was a big fan, that kind of thing. So not like a real conversation.